I'm very happy to see this dynamic, committed, patriotic young men who believe in the future of this country and who are determined to make the difference. I feel so happy. And I thank God that I'm alive to see this day where we have young people who are taking the baton. And our objective, they are not after anybody, they are not after any, they are not out to impose their views, but they have come out, like the common saying, to bail the cat. Most economical, and is really going after devolution of power. The center is too loaded. I gave them the example of primary education. Primary education is cultural, and you start with your own language. How can somebody in Abuja stay here? I want to control the primary education in Kanuri, in Sokoto, in Bayelsa, in Ogun State. We are different culture. In Middle Belt, it is not possible. So I take for example, security. Security is very local. When people kidnap, if you make security local, people who know their terrain will easily know where these terrorists are hiding. So we have to devolve power, and we have to, like they are suggesting, manage the system in a way that will be less cumbersome and less expensive. The cost of governance now is outrageous.
We need to change our structure slightly and come with a structure that suits our setting and our environment. Our leader today, sir, with our laws, a governor, a president can run the state or the country for 4 years without talking to Nigerians. There is no offense.
It's happening.
He has committed no offense against our laws. And that is why you will hear the likes of Gaba Shehu, Ngelale, and all that talking to Nigerians instead of the #1 citizen of the country. No offense is committed. During COVID, we were all here. Other countries were having briefing weekly by their presidents. Our president did not do it once in a while. And then we had committees that were talking to Nigerians, and when they goof, the presidency will come up to say, it was not from us. So we must have a system where public office holders, including ourselves that we have elected, will be more accountable. If we have a system where the Prime Minister sits in the House every week, you will give account of government policies and programs. That will help Nigerians to understand government better, including her policies. That will help Nigerians to ensure that whoever is in charge is more accountable to them. Our father, our leader, sir, today we observe minutes of silence in the House of Reps 3 times.
Why?
All for purposes of issues of insecurity in several places. Members will bring motion that there was attack in my place, 20 people, 30 people were killed, 100 people were kidnapped, and then what do? Observe minute of silence and urge the executive to take immediate steps to ensure that these things are taken care of. If we had a prime minister seated with us in parliament, I think that there is no way the prime minister will come back to face his colleagues with this problem still on ground.
Today, in your own country, the president is all in all. President had approved the appointment of Mr. B as messenger. President had appointed everything president. The federal government name is not president as if he's the only person, the emperor of this country. So, in 1960s, we had a constitution drawn up in London, which gave us a parliamentary system of government. And it was celebrated with fanfare. But what happened? Nigerians were not satisfied with that 1960 constitution. When the British have gone, leaving Nigerians alone. In the 1963 constitution, the premier of a state has power to rule his own state with the resources available to him. And the members of the House too must be people of the cabinet, must be people who are answerable to Parliament. So what you are saying is the type of constitution every Nigerian wants. But while you were talking, you missed a very vital point of the change of the constitutional change, that physical federation. Whether you have parliamentary system or not, this physical aspect must be there. I think section 402 or something of the 1963 constitution talks about physical, that what the resources available in your state or in your region, you manage it to develop your place. I've attended so many meetings, starting from, I said 56 of every. One thing that is, when you talk about 1931 and 1927, restructuring of Nigeria can no longer wait. Otherwise, there will be no Nigeria. The present constitution is a unity form of government drawn by the military because of their hierarchy. Now, today, the president of Nigeria is the most powerful president in the world. He's the emperor. Nobody challenges him. So today now, otherwise, the probe being carried out by you on the ways and means. But before 30 trillion naira was removed from Nigeria, but nobody knows who did it. So you can imagine that we cannot continue with this system. Somebody said, I'm not, somebody was saying in the House, in the Senate, I'm not a second class, not. So he says so. Why? We have seen that the governors of Nigeria today have taken over the country. Without them, nothing can happen. And they look at the president at their own principle. There is no governor of the 36 states that does not stay more than 2 weeks in Abuja. Frequently, sometimes every week, we are going to Villa under a parliamentary system of government. That would happen. A governor or a premier of a state will have his own power, will develop his own area. Like Sadona Osokoto did for the north, Abafemi Awolowo did for the southwest, for the west, and as Dr. Dikwe and Okpara did for the east. So please, your ideas are very, but let me warn, Nigerians are not going to allow you to drag on. We believe that by 2027, there must be a new constitution based upon what we want. Many of us believe. I was a principal member of the 2014 National Conference. All that Nigeria wants. The debate on parliamentary and presidential was very hot during that time. And many people believe, particularly the West, they believe in parliamentary system of government. They believe in the regionalization of Nigeria. But many of us felt that no two states in the Federation of Nigeria today will agree to come together again. So we made it possible that The 36 states should be the federative units. Afterward, in America, you have New Jersey state. Then you have California state. They are not equal in everything. 40 of New Jersey will enter California. But they have the same power. That is the country we want. When we were in the National Conference, we recommended that 18 new states should be created, no matter how small. They will take care of themselves. A situation where some people, because they are minority, have become second-class citizens in their own country. It's intolerable. I give you an example. The teams in Benue State, we use this example at that time, have been ruling Benue State since 1999. The Idomas have no way. They are educated that they cannot become governor in their own country, in their own state. Same with other states. So we recommended at that time that governorship should rotate on senatorial basis. After one state and one senatorial zone, it goes to the others. And we recommended, why did we recommend 18 more states? Today, the eastern region, the southeast, has only 5 states. Others have 6 states, except northwest, which has 7. So we decided that 4 new states should be created in the east to bring them to then 3 in all the other regions. Then northwest, 2. Then all the states will become 9. All the regions will become 9 states also. We felt that the people of any state must be involved in the affairs of their own country. They cannot. They won't change white man for black man to be their master. So you're doing a very good job. I know many people would like to follow what you are saying. But let me warn. After due consultation with people all over, I spoke to Ayo Adebanjo just now, before you came in. Many people believe that present constitution should not be allowed to continue till 2027. The country will break. There will be no Nigeria. That's what Olusegun said. In the last speech he made, he said, nation will go, but the people will stay. If today Nigerians agree that, no, why another country? Let's go back to 1914. Everybody go to his own home. The people remain. So, the most important thing we should talk about, equality of all citizens of Nigeria.